Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Stevo. This is the playbook with Clarkus and Stevo. And Clarkus, how you doing, buddy?
I'm in a crummy mood, buddy.
For being the best week of the year, why are you in a crummy mood?
Nothing sports related.
Okay, that's fair.
Nothing sports related. For one, the snow. I thought we were done with this, dude.
Just dropped out of nowhere, honestly.
And then two, my car. I'm just
You're over it.
frustrated beyond belief. What should have been like a 2 week repair. Um, when the clock strikes midnight tonight, they will have had it a month now.
That's insane.
I got told it was going to be ready Friday. Went to pick it up. They were just pulling it out of the paint booth.
Yeah.
Just one thing after another. I'm frustrated. I just want my car back. I miss my car.
Getting around Lexington without a car is tough.
Well, I mean, I don't. So let me step back. I do have a rental,
Yeah,
so that's nice. I'm not out here hoofing it,
yeah,
but it's not the car I pay for and want to drive. My
right.
rental is a bag of shit, dude.
Usually they give you decent rentals.
It looks like a nice car on paper. It's a 2024 Jeep Compass, but
Okay.
I mean, you feel every single bump you go over in the vehicle. Um, the parking brake has a mind of its own. You'll come out and it's set when you didn't set it. Um, I know it's eco-friendly, but when you pull up to a stoplight, the car shuts off. I don't like that. It just not a good vehicle for me. Definitely not my sports car.
That's fair. The last time I had a rental car, I did get probably one of the most badass cars I've ever driven. I think this was in 2023, maybe. I ended up driving a 2023 Dodge Founder.
Nice.
Yeah, and it was insane. That thing hung, and I drove it for about a couple weeks, and it was awesome. So I got lucky.
Right. Now, so this is only the second time I've ever had a rental car. The last one, awesome rental. I
Yeah,
mean, it was a one of your high-end Chevy Impalas, but nice vehicle.
yeah.
This Jeep I'm in, man, it's dog shit. It's bad.
At least it can get you to your job, but still, that's tough. Hopefully, the weather starts turning around, kind of like hopefully Kentucky basketball starts turning around. So
I don't have much faith in that either. I'll be honest, I'm a Debbie Downer right now, buddy.
I know. I still think the ceiling is what we thought it could be. Is the Sweet 16? We can maybe pull one upset at best, but that's it.
I don't. I've filled out two brackets.
Yeah, I was about to say we can get into a podcast bracket if you want to change it up a little bit, but I filled out a couple myself.
I don't. I have us in one bracket. I have us losing in the first round to Santa Clara because I am worried about them. They are. They probably shouldn't have been a 10 seed,
I
but
watched them play. Yeah,
it's also they didn't play like a 10 seed, but their record reflects a 10 seed.
yeah, they beat
They
up on every
turned
team in their conference. They didn't really beat anyone of note outside the conference.
right. But the team they beat in conference is what, a 3 seed?
Yeah, and they got an interesting bracket too. There's a lot of interesting spots on the bracket. Been studying that for a little bit, but we can
But
we
I
can save
have
those
one.
picks for the end if you want. But we can get into whatever else you want to talk about
Yeah.
college basketball wise. We can reflect
Yeah. Well,
conference tournaments if you want a little bit. How, I guess right before we talked, we both picked I think Kentucky to beat LSU, but
yeah. We both picked Kentucky to beat LSU, and then we
I had to
haven't
get
really talked since then. We've
I
kind of
picked
voiced
Kentucky to
our
lose to
opinions.
Missouri. So I know I picked us to lose. So that was a pleasant surprise.
Yeah. Yeah. And I didn't have high hopes going into that game.
Me neither. And we did 0-1, and Missouri's kind of they should have hit a bubble team, and they kind of lucked in and got a 10 seed. I guess because the SEC
Yeah.
is so powerful. So.
Remind me to go off on that part. I got a couple parts to go off about that based on teams and locations.
And seeding wise, yeah. But we can go back to the conference tournaments. You got any big picture on our conference other than us 1-2 and giving Florida a semi game, and then Florida and kind of putting out an egg against really against us too. They didn't play that well against us. We just played worse.
Yes, 100%. I mean, I think I saw a stat that after we tied the game up at 20, I think we proceeded to go 2 for 17 from the field.
Nashville, man. I don't know what it is. I've never seen a basketball game there in Bridgestone, but our guys cannot shoot. And there's some other teams that have struggled shooting too, including Florida. But it's something about Nashville this year.
Something about Indianapolis too,
Yeah,
which we're probably not going to make it there, so we don't have to worry about that.
agreed. So, but yeah, I guess I'll win in the SEC tournament again. I mean, that doesn't necessarily bother me.
What bothered me was his post-game comments.
Yeah, I was going to get into that. Yes, me too. He's rightfully so. When you win, he wasn't as big of a jerk as Todd Golden was after our game, but Cal still threw little jabs.
I don't think it was a little jab.
Subtle. It wasn't as subtle as he wanted it to be. He's pretty smart when it comes to talking on press conferences and things. There's no way that he is going to talk about administration when that was the last kind of good person that he had an issue with there was, well, him and Matt Jones, Mitch Barnhart.
Yeah, no, I think it was a direct shot at Pope and the fan base.
I think it was more the fan base than Pope. I think Cal likes Pope. I don't think he has a reason to throw shots at him. It's more probably us because we were the ones that quote unquote ran him out. Really, he just left because he saw the writing on the wall like all of us did.
I could see him and Pope not getting along.
Cal gets along with a lot of coaches, except Florida's coach, like a lot of people. Florida's coach is rubbing people the wrong way, but he's winning, so he's talking his shit, so I don't blame him. But when you lose, you better be able to take it.
Right. But I might be the basketball Benny in me, but for him to come out in post-game press conference after winning the SEC championship to say it's about the names on the back of the jersey, not the front, which is the opposite of what Mark Pope preaches.
I think Cal's been like that everywhere he's been. I don't think that's why I don't think it's a Pope thing.
Yeah, I don't know. You're talking me more into the fan base side of it.
I don't. It doesn't bother me because he won. Like, if you don't want people to talk shit, you need to win and do it yourself. But I don't think that was directed at Pope. I think it was more directed at the school than it was at Pope, maybe.
Right. Yeah. But then again, Cal left on his own free will.
Mitch sat there and took bullets on that little interview that he had, and Cal looked so uncomfortable there. You could tell something was off right away. So.
They never had a good. It all went downhill after Dwayne Peavy left.
Absolutely, and we don't have to get into the whole athletic director thing, but yeah, Cal won. Vandy knocked off Florida, which get into the brackets later. Vandy has potentially
belt to ass
play them
for
again.
Them.
Yeah, I can't stand Florida now, so they've gone on my list of teams I hate.
Do you think there's a scenario where Florida just kind of mentally checked out of that game?
In the second half, maybe yes. The first half they were in it, they were going for it, and Golden was getting pissed and using the ref space a million times. They took like 5 minutes on one review, and they didn't. Doug Childs, of course, didn't tee him up, but if it was Cal or maybe even Rick Barnes or Mark Pope, they would have teed him up fast. So Golden's clearly got respect with the refs.
Right, but I don't know. Florida pretty much knew going into that game, hey, look, we're 1 seed regardless.
Yeah.
Let's not fuck around and get hurt.
Yeah, I think that's part of it too. They did try to get a little comeback down in the second half, but Vandy, they shoot like that in the tournament, they can make a run because they could miss.
Out of all the one seeds, I feel the most confident in Florida. I'll tell you that right now, and I don't like saying that.
I think I'm most confident in Michigan because I think they just taste the blood again. They're ready to go at it. That's what I think.
You're right.
But we can go through the results of the other ones real quick and who won the little small competition between us. You won the ACC. We both just by one thing. I forgot what game was the difference, but we both got the semifinals right. You just beat me on one of the small ones by one. But yeah, Duke dominating fashion as usual. So they kind of
I would say dominating. They almost got beat by Florida State.
no, that's true. They did get pushed by that one. That game seems like 2 weeks ago. That's how long conference tournament week is.
Right.
But the ACC in general, I know, like you invited me into that group message with that Louisville fans on X.
Yeah.
And, some of the
Boy,
birds.
that's a fun group chat, isn't it?
That's hilarious. I love being in the middle of that, being in the mix of it.
You never know what you're gonna wake up to.
Right? Yeah, they like to talk ball on this. So that's cool. But they think that the ACC is pretty down too, from what I understand. Like they are pretty down on their team as well. Louisville was a 6.
Oh yeah, all the talk this afternoon was who's getting fired first. Is it Pope or PK?
Right, and probably Pope, honestly. But
I think there's more of a chance Pope walks before he gets fired. He knows what it's about here.
yeah, I think that's not a bad theory. He would consider doing that if he thinks he's not living up to the standard. But
Standard is the standard.
we'll see what happens next season. I think next season is the make or break season. And,
oh, 100%.
He did win 2 games in the SEC this year, and he won 2 in the NCAA last year. So if he can win 2 this year, I think if he can make the Sweet 16 with this team, I won't think all will be forgiven by the fan base, but if you upset Iowa State, you'll feel better after upsetting Iowa State.
Yeah, if we upset Iowa State, I'll feel better. But
if we upset Iowa State, we could run into Tennessee again. Just saying.
Yeah, that possibility's there. But I don't like that. Even if we do, we swept them last year.
Then they beat us in the tournament.
Yep.
So, well, now they can't make the Final Four. But anyways, let's see. You got the ACC. We tied on Big 12. Actually, you won the Big 12. You won 2. We tied 2, and I won 1. You won the Big 12 because I got Houston. You picked Arizona, which was a good pick. I think Houston died out in that game. Then the SEC we tied. Then the Big 10 I won. I can't read my handwriting right now. Basically, you won that one, so I got a 6-pack of beer cards next time.
Yet I'm still a horrible gambler.
Yeah, that's all right. Now we both. If we went record for record on there, we probably would have been about 500 or a little bit below, which is about average for gambling, right? So, did you see the news about Alabama's guard, Aiden Holloway, there?
Yep.
That's a game changer for them.
Don't mean nothing. He'll still play. That's minor compared to what Brandon Miller did.
Yeah, if he doesn't play, it's a game changer. How about that? But if he does play, yeah, he probably will. We know Nate Oates and Mo.
They played Brandon Miller when he was a accessory to murder.
Accessory
They
to murder.
will play Aiden. They will play Aiden Holloway.
Accessory to murder, pound of weed and stamps.
Well, you know what though? Being the state of Alabama, there probably is a harsher penalty for marijuana-related crimes than murder.
Yeah, most likely. So, but they'll make it happen. If they think they have a shot as a 4th seed, I mean, that would be an interesting game if they make it to the Michigan game. But Holloway, they're going to need him. He's like a 3-point shooter. So.
Well, see, I'm conflicted, man. Like, I need some injury news.
Mm-hmm. From certain teams.
Yeah, Duke, I'm talking to you.
That'd be I think who's the guard that's out?
Caleb Foster.
Foster. I think he's out.
I think he's done for the year.
I did too, but Gonga might come
back. Michigan, I'm talking to you because Linda Board got hurt in that championship game against Purdue, didn't he?
Yeah, he's playing though. He's the Axel. He's playing. He's a beast. He if it wasn't for
Is he
Boozer,
playing?
he used to win national player.
While we're on the subject of Linda Borg, this broke in our group chat earlier today.
Yeah.
Do you think that we actually offered that guy $7 to $9 million and he took less to go to Michigan because he knew he'd be a better developed pro?
I don't think he took less. I bet we were very comparable. I bet Michigan was the least. If we did offer 7 to 9, I bet Michigan was 6 to 8. Like $1 million is a lot less, but in the NIL era, I don't think it's that big of a deal, to be honest with you. But
I don't see how we're offering that guy $7 to $9 million.
That's what Pope is not that aggressive with money.
I mean, I can also see a situation where it's like, all right, shit, we're desperate.
Threw up yeah. If I remember correctly, there were a couple other big guys. We were going for the other big guy that got Morez Johnson.
We also lost out on. Oh God, there's so many of them. Donovan Dent,
Eagle Staff. Who was that? There's a couple.
Eagle Staff wasn't as highly coveted.
There was a couple small school like good 3-point shooters we went for.
But Lamar Wilkerson.
I'm glad we didn't have him. He's a sucker. I'm cool with not having him.
The one I'm sad we didn't get, who kind of balled out for SMU this year, was Jerron Pierre Jr. Is that his name?
Yeah. He transferred from TCU.
Yeah, SMU.
He transferred from TCU to SMU, didn't he?
Oh, okay. I didn't know he made a in-state move. That's insane.
That's rivals, yeah.
What about TCU this year, though, man?
I know.
Jamie Dixon's got a little bit of a swagger about him.
He does. Jamie Dixon's always been a very solid coach. He's been around for a while. He was great at Pitt. I don't think he ever got him to the Final Four, but he got him close with DeJuan Blair and those guys.
No, that Pitt team made a Final Four.
I think they lost to the Villanova team. Now, I'll look it up just because I'm curious too, but I think they lost to that Villanova. The one with, like, Scotty Reynolds and all that.
Yeah, maybe. But I feel like that might have been in the Final Four. I feel like Pitt has made a Final Four.
I'm going to just ask that. Has Pitt made a Final Four? I feel like they have, like, before Jamie Dixon. But he's got TCU rolling. Unfortunately, they're going to run to Duke, so.
Right.
You got, what about the game time? 12:15 on Friday. What kind of shit's that?
Don't like that.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
Don't like that. I thought I hated the late games. I despise these early games.
Yeah, me too. Well, it does keep them on schedule with like the SEC tournament. It keeps Pope wants to stay on schedule. And the one positive of the early game is if we win, we get to enjoy all the games after.
Yeah. But I don't know. I got to watch the opening LSU game.
Okay.
In full attention. I took a half day that day. Had some stuff going on. And I got to watch it in full. But Missouri game, watching on the phone at work, trying to deal with all the kids in the building.
I listened to Screaming Legion on the second half because I could watch the first half, second half I had to listen to the radio. So
everybody acting out, we're like 2.5, 3 weeks away from spring break.
Right.
But trying to watch and work sucks.
Yeah, it really does. Pitt's only made it in 1941, so I think they made that lead 8 year with DeJuan Blair, Levance Fields, and Sam Young, and whoever else on the team.
Yeah. I just thought that was
their best team. They should have made it. They were the number 1 seed that year, and then I think Scotty Reynolds they gave them a try on, if I remember correctly.
And Jamie Dixon was the coach of that team, though, right?
Yeah, he was. Okay. I think that was Jay Wright's first Final Four, too. So. Yeah. So, what do you think about everyone saying we're losing the Cowboys too?
I mean, there's no losing it when both parties needed it.
That's what I'm saying. It was mutual.
It's just the person we broke up with, their relationship with their next partner is going better than ours.
He broke up with us before we could break up with him. That's basically what it came down.
Yep. And his next partner is better than our choice.
His next partner is
it's working out better for him.
Yeah, it is.
But
it is.
And we can both agree that. So let me ask it like this. Say hypothetically we had this Arkansas roster here with Cal. Do you think they would have won the SEC?
Maybe.
I mean, it's not a definite there's yes. Always the potential.
It's not a definite yes, though.
But with that being Cal's second year there's a lot of hype around the program. There's, good talk. There was no good talk about Cal in town.
Cal gets a once-in-a-generation recruit or two, not just good recruits, like once-in-a-generation talents once every, 3 or 4 years. So he's got it with Acuff and Thomas. He didn't really have it last year. He had it with us with Reed and Rob, but he didn't use it correctly.
Correct. Man, I'm telling you, Acuff is in that John Wall territory.
Yeah, he is.
Louisville thought they had their John Wall with Michael Brown. No, it's Darius Acuff.
I can't think of
He might be Cal's best in college guard.
He's definitely out of all his top guys. I mean, he won SEC Player of the Year. So did Eulis, so did Quickly, but those guys were different type of players.
But I mean, everybody be like, oh no, you can't forget SGA. Well, SGA wasn't that at Kentucky. SGA was misused here.
SGA ended up being the best player on that team by the end of the year, but that team had no identity. It was him bringing the ball up and Kevin Knox sitting in the corner and PJ Washington wasn't established yet. It was just a weird team.
But in terms of actual on the court play under Cal, it's Rose, Wall, Acuff is floating in that territory, man.
I'm putting Fox up there too. I don't care what anyone says. I'm putting Fox up there.
Yeah, Fox is next on that list.
Yeah, Fox, everyone forgets because Monk had those big scoring games, but if Monk wasn't there, Fox was averaging 40.
But Monk's not a point guard.
That's what I'm saying. People forget about Fox because Monk was on that team. But Fox was the better player, arguably a more important player. Monk was just the best three-point shooter on that team.
Yeah, and one of the most athletic.
he was, and people forget that Fox was throwing alley-oops and dunking them too, and everyone remembers the Lonzo Ball game, but he had a bunch of other good games too in the SEC tournament. Fox, I still think Fox is one of my favorite players there, just because.
Oh yeah, I mean the next, I don't know, 3 to 4 on that list is Tyler Eulis, De'Aaron Fox, Jamal Murray. This is in no particular order, by the way. And then I don't know. I don't consider Devin Booker a point guard. He's more of a shooting guard.
Yeah. Brandon Knight.
But I don't know. Acuff is making a serious case to be Cal's best college point guard.
Acuff's easily in the top 5 of Cal's top 5 point guards, and that's a great list to be on. Top 5. He's probably top 3, but I'm saying easily top 5.
Gonna make a lot of money in the NBA as long as he stays healthy.
He is, and they have an interesting matchup too with Hawaii, who plays the no switch defense. How's that going to work against Acuff and Thomas?
Acuff might score 70.
That's what I'm saying. I love Hawaii. I'm going to root for them hard. They're like my second team because my family has been on a trip there, saw the university, was sick, but they don't stand a chance.
Cal's got the chance to do the funniest thing to the Arkansas fan base.
Yeah.
Fresh off a SEC championship, y'all are rubbing it in our face like, oh, you ain't seen this in a while. And then lose to Hawaii. And it's like, yep, but we have seen that recently.
They'll be close in the game, and Acuff will have to pass it off to DJ Wagner instead of Billy Richmond or Malik Thomas, and he's going to miss.
I mean, the no switch defense, that's a bold move, Cotton.
Yeah, exactly. Bold strategy. I mean, yeah, they'll go Rainbow Warriors, but man, Arkansas is not the team. Maybe if it was someone else that didn't have guys that could teach you one-on-one.
I mean, Acuff is the ultimate one of one you don't want to face.
He's Allen Iverson, but can dunk better.
Yeah, bigger and faster and stronger.
Yeah, Kingston Fleming should be the best point guard in the NBA, best prospect right now. But he's got Keaton Walker to deal with and Darius Acuff.
He's like a 6'5", 215 AI.
Yeah, he's
it's scary.
I don't like saying I wish we had a player here, but I wish we had Acuff. He's awesome.
Not quite as good of a shooter as Iverson.
No, but he'll get there. He might be a better three-point shooter, but Iverson mid-range with auto.
Yeah.
So.
Speaking of auto mid-range, have you noticed that about Otega Oweh? Two steps in from the three-point line, dude is automatic.
He is, and then 2 steps back behind the three-point line, he's automatically missing.
Yeah, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
He has to play better than he did against Florida. He had a bad game against Florida.
Yes. And ultimately it cost us because we were, believe it or not, in that game late. You know, they cut it down to like, what, 4?
Yeah.
With time to go.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I think. Florida played exactly like they did against Vanderbilt, like they did against us. The difference was Vanderbilt hit their shots and we did.
Yeah, Vanderbilt didn't go 2 for 17 in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. So, well, I was going to ask? Oh yeah, is there a first-time coach that you think is going to make the first Final Four? Just off the top of your head, or if you've done fill out a couple brackets, looking at right here, just to name it. Well, that one region is full of nothing but Final Four coaches, which is like the region of teams Kentucky fans hate. 1 seed Duke, 2 seed UConn, 3 seed Michigan State, 4 seed Kansas, 5 seed St. John, 6 seed Louisville, 7 seed UCLA, 8 seed Ohio State.
Yeah, that's the East region, isn't it?
That's the team of UK villains. Yeah, so only one team can come out of that.
Yeah, that's gonna be a rough side of the bracket.
Yeah, but trying to think, like, do you think? It don't even have to be the first Final Four. It could be the fresh championship. We know Rick Barnes isn't going to win the fresh championship. Maybe like Tommy Lloyd at Arizona or Wisconsin.
I don't know. The bubble, like, college basketball is so top heavy this year.
Yeah. It really is. It was last year, too. And then all 4 number 1 seeds made the Final Four.
I feel like every school capable of making the Final Four, their coaches made it.
I know. That's why it's a hard question. My kind of like Arizona might be it, and Dusty Mason.
Arizona would be the correct answer.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Tommy Lloyd's made a Final Four.
Maybe Iowa State.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm thinking of between the 1 and 2 seeds, like all the rest of the 1s and 2s have made one. Even Michigan, Dusty May made one at FAU. So.
That's right. I forgot about that.
So he got the job. He set out one cycle after that Final Four year because of some small jobs, like one of them not as big as Michigan. Worked out. He got to go to Michigan.
Right.
He's got a wagon there. But what else?
I'd have to say Tommy Lloyd, but.
Okay. Talking about the tournament, as a UK fan, we don't expect us to go far. We've already kind of said that. Is there a most painful loss in your head, and is there a best win outside of the national championship game, obviously, in 2012?
Most painful loss I've ever experienced.
I got 3 that I cried at.
Well, I don't know that I've ever cried.
I did once as a kid. Well, I got 2 that I cried, actually. I got one I wanted to cry, and I didn't. I held back because I was an adult.
Most painful loss for me was when we made it to the championship as an 8 seed.
So I lost to UConn. Yeah, that one was crazy.
That hurt, man. We were never expected to be in that spot.
When you go on a run like that, you expect to finish it off. Turns out UConn was going on their own run of their own.
That run is very similar to like what the Bears did this year.
Yeah.
You know, it's like we do it every time. Like, this is what we do. You know, we come back and we win the game.
If I remember correctly, the Final Four that year was Florida, who had only lost 2 games that year, and the 2 games they lost that year was to Wisconsin, who also made it, and to UConn, who also made it. So Florida got played with the 2 teams that they lost to, and then Kentucky, who almost beat Florida while we were in Miami. So that was a crazy Final Four.
Yeah.
But
I think what year was that? 2014?
That was 14. And then, of course, the year following, 15, that was pitiful. That was painful. But Wisconsin lost.
Yeah, that one hurt. But I don't know. Somehow, weirdly, the getting to the championship as an 8 seed.
Luke May is an honorable mention number 2 for me. That one, because the Fox Monkey, we got screwed by the refs, and we lost on a buzzer beater to a guy who doesn't even play in the NBA. And our team was full NBA guys, so we should have.
I don't even know that he's playing anywhere. He's
That's
probably a car salesman or an accountant.
Yeah, and then number 1 for me as a kid, the one that I cried on was UK Marquette, Dwayne Wade. That was my first shell-shocking basketball loss, and it happened the same year that we lost LSU in football in the Hail Mary, and I was at that game. So I just got hit hard twice that year.
Damn, what a gut punch. They hit you with the 1-2 there.
And I hated Dwayne Wade for so long. It's ironic because I'm a Heat fan now. But, yeah, I can't. Dwayne Wade, I'll never forget.
Funny how life works out.
right. But, yeah, that Marquette loss was still sits with me to this day.
Favorite win. And this isn't even going to be like a championship clinching win.
Yeah.
It was when we just put absolute belt to ass to Indiana.
That was awesome.
2012 year.
That game happened so fast. We beat them so bad, I don't even really remember what happened that game. It was just like, oh shit, we're at 20.
If I could have, I would have said a non-tournament game.
Hey, we also smacked West Virginia after they talk shit to us too.
Yep. Wasn't it the closest game we played in that tournament? Wasn't it with Cincinnati?
Notre Dame.
Or Notre Dame. That's it.
Yeah. But Cincinnati was kind of close, and West Virginia, they talked smack before us, and that Dexter Miles guy, and we 50-pieced them or something.
Was Joe Mazzulla still at West Virginia at that time?
No, Mazzulla was on the 2010 team against us.
That's right.
A little bit before that, but yeah.
I didn't know with all the eligibility rules.
Yeah, right. To me, a big win that I will always remember is that Ohio State win, Brandon Knight hitting that game winner.
Oh, yeah. I remember one distinct play from that game that just sticks out in my head.
Jorts.
Yep.
Yeah.
See, even you know it.
On the fastball.
Just throw it, hummed it, like Paul Skeens did. Wham! Right off that dude's forehead.
Paul Skeens survived yesterday.
Yes, sir, he did. That was a hell of a game. I watched most of it.
I did too. I watched the last couple innings. I probably watched from the 4th inning on. So.
I think I went to bed in the 7th inning, and the score never wound up changing.
They survived. They got lucky.
I know.
They got lucky.
Got bailed out on a bad strike 3 call.
It was.
I wouldn't even say really bailed out, because it's not like a walk there would have. Because there was
yeah.
It was 3-2, 2 out, runner on third, Dominican Republic down one. I mean, a walk there, yeah, it puts a guy in first base. But
Hey, shout out your boy Aaron Judge. He threw out Tatis in the first inning.
my God, what a cannon
Yeah, that was sick.
that was. And that, honestly, I don't know if you noticed, but seemed like after that throwout,
Momentum.
the Dominican Republic team, they were kind of like a little bit scared on the base pass. It's like, fuck, we don't want to test that arm.
That just sparked in my head. That is a great question. I just thought, what are some of the best type momentum big plays in sports? To me, throwing someone out at a base, I get super hyped for that. That might be one of the most hyped in baseball. That or robbing a home run.
Yeah, yep. Uh, up there for me after actually hitting a buzzer beater in basketball,
Like a true buzzer beater.
like a true buzzer beater.
Contested too, maybe something, like just a tough buzzer beater.
Well, let's be honest. If you're throwing up a prayer to win a game, it's going to be contested for the most part.
Most likely, yeah. Not, it won't be like the little handoff Chris Jenkins style, but it'll probably maybe your Kobe S falling away in the corner or something.
Right, but true
Yeah, and the
contested
tournament
game
game.
winner,
And the tournament
that's
game.
number one.
I agree.
Number two, probably a walk-off home run. There's
Yeah.
got to be no better feeling.
I got an underrated one that you will agree with, but I've never done this before. A hole in one.
I've been close.
Yeah, but how awesome will it be when you get one? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, it'd be
Be
insane.
That's what I'm saying.
Dude,
That's got to be up there.
I played golf yesterday, and I was playing pretty well. Last 4 or 5 holes, man, I was like 325, 350, right down the middle of the fairway.
Sometimes you just locked in, dude.
Oh yeah, I've never played golf like that in my life, other than a couple of times. But you know how everybody has that old saying. There's like, for like golfers like us, there's like 5 to 10 golf shots you'll hit around, and it's like, fuck. I love that feeling. I just hit a good golf shot. And that's why you keep chasing it.
Yeah, that's the chase of that, or that's one of those. I consider golf a main sport, but a lot of people aren't like the perfect basketball shot. Sometimes you feel that, but you really don't feel it till after it hits nothing but net. I'm sure with the perfect baseball swinging you hit, you're like, oh, I hit a dinger, or with I had another one, or like the perfect spike in volleyball. You're going up and you just whale it, and you're like, all right, that's diving, that's good. There's just so many
Like,
euphoric sports moments you can have like that. It's pretty cool.
yeah, it all just depends on what you grow up playing,
Yeah.
Like, in your case, you're a big soccer guy. Could you imagine hitting a bicycle kick to win the game in extra time or some shit like that?
Yeah. No, I could not. It was crazy.
It would just be absolutely insane.
The closest I've gotten to it is I played defense. I've about tore my hip flexor doing it in high school. Though I chased someone down out of nowhere, like they got around their goalie, and I dove at the end, but I like ran full out, and it was the end of the game, and I basically made a game-winning save. But then I paid for it for the next 2 days. But that's the closest I ever got.
You're right.
But yeah, so you want to start maybe getting into the brackets, maybe?
Yeah, let's get into that. I'm having charging issues, so.
Sounds good. Well, we don't have to get into too in deep into them unless you want to, but we can go ahead and we can start with the East, the one we talked about already. I'm assuming you got number 1 Duke over Siena.
Yes.
All right. Number 8 Ohio State was number 9 TCU.
Give me TCU.
TCU. I'm going to agree with you on that one. I don't like agreeing on 8-9 games, but I think they're a better team. 5 St. John's versus 12 Northern Iowa.
St. John's.
Yeah, the Johnnies. All right. 4 Kansas versus 13 Cal Baptist.
Yeah, Kansas.
Same. Kansas. All right. And we got big one. 6 Louisville versus 11 South Florida. Popular upset pick.
I was gonna say my first upset pick. Give me South Florida. They
Okay.
play very similar to Alabama.
They do. Well, because I think our coach was an assistant coach there, wasn't he? Yeah.
Yeah, he was. I
Uh,
heard that. Shout out Aaron Torres.
under Nate Oates. Yeah. Dogson, I think's his name. So US. I'm just gonna be different. I'm gonna pick Louisville to win one. It depends on if Michael Brown plays or not. If he does play, they're gonna win. If he doesn't, probably gonna lose. So,
Depends on how they shoot the three.
yeah, and Conwell can get, but we'll see the rest. But I'm gonna go with Louisville on this.
Okay.
3 Michigan State was 14 North Dakota.
You will make the group chat happy with that pick.
Yeah, I'm not thinking. It's all good.
Yeah, you're just getting us some viewership. But
Yeah,
all right, so where are we at? 314. Who was the matchup again?
3 Michigan State, 14 North Dakota State.
No, Michigan State.
Yeah. All right. Then we got 7 UCLA at 10 UCF.
Give me another upset. UCF and the Knights take down Mick Cronin because they got to travel to the East Coast, don't they?
We gotta go to Philadelphia after going from Chicago back to LA,
Yeah.
then to Philadelphia.
They don't play good when they come to the East Coast. Give me UCF.
I know, and I was gonna do that too. But I'm going UCLA to be different because I'm just gonna trust Donovan Dent for one game.
Okay.
UConn over Furman, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right, next we'll just go through this whole region instead of doing the. We'll just go to the next round. We both got Duke versus TCU.
Man, this is a hard pick.
Yeah,
I feel like that could be a close game. We need injury news.
it would be a close game. But TCU's got a guy named David Punch. He packs a punch. He's good.
So, this feels like a cop out. I feel like if obviously we think Foster's going to be out.
You're saying if Gongba plays, they're going to win. If he
But
doesn't,
if yes,
I'm picking Duke. Duke's got Boozer.
yeah, give me Duke. Give me Duke.
Just because they got Boozer, I'm picking Duke.
I'll take the safe bet.
Interesting second round game. St. John's versus Kansas.
St. John's.
Yeah, the Johnnies, they're playing great. I know last year they had a good team. They got upset by Cal and Arkansas in the second round, but this Kansas team, unless Peterson just goes apeshit, there's no way they're going to beat them.
2 years in a row, going to get knocked out by former Kentucky coaches.
Right. You got USF versus Michigan State, and I got Louisville versus Michigan State, and I got Michigan State winning.
Michigan State.
All right. Then you got UCF, UConn. I got UCLA.
UConn.
Same, UConn. All right. To the Sweet 16. We both got Duke versus St. John's and Michigan State versus UConn.
Oh. Give me St. John's.
I hate agreeing with you, but yeah, same dude. I think Zuby Ejiofor is going to be a mismatch nightmare for them, and I think it's either St. John's is going to like barely beat them by 3 or 4 points, or Duke is going to blow them out.
Yep.
One or the other. I like the Tino to show Shire, you know how the old school coaching.
Yeah. Put the young dude in a locker.
Yeah, put him in a locker in wherever I don't know where the region's at. I forgot, but yeah, if you got any opinions on where you have location things, you can get into that one with those teams. I got St. John's as well, Michigan State and UConn.
Give me Michigan State. I trust Stoll Sparty.
I'm gonna do UConn just to be different because this ain't gonna like. Cause I like Michigan State too, but I think Hurley's got a little better team. I do think UConn is not as talented as they have been the last couple of years. They don't have top end NBA talent, so I think it'd be tough because Michigan State has been playing well. But I'm gonna pick UConn.
Okay.
Big East rematch number 4, St. John's versus UConn, and then you got St. John's versus Michigan State.
Give me Michigan State.
Thank God, I don't got to pick UConn to be different. I'm doing St. John's for Final Four. Coach, look, I'm even wearing the shirt. Rick, I got. You know
I didn't
the.
even notice that.
Have you seen the shirt before?
No,
Have you heard of the bourbon New Riff?
maybe vaguely.
So you probably don't know about this. They came out with a bottle that had the Rick Pitino on it, and it's Rick Pitino with Two-Face. He's got his UK side where he wins the national championship. He's got his Louisville side where he's got female dancers in Skeletor.
Oh, what a
Yeah,
shirt.
yeah.
What a shirt.
Going to the Final Four, Ricky P. Let's go. Yeah, I had to wear that for this one.
I gotta step away for a second. I gotta figure out an alternate charging route. I'm down to 11%. Keep
You're
talking
good.
though.
You're good. I'll go into the next bracket too. I got St. John's. You got Michigan State. St. John's, Ricky P. making the Final Four, or Tom Izzo making the Final Four the first time in a while either. So just looking at this region, most likely another repeat Final Four
Alright.
coach will make it. So more often than not. So next we'll go down to the next region, where it's the South region. I'm going to go ahead and put it right in Florida, being 16 for both of us. And then
Yeah, Florida, I have them in the Final Four. I'll tell you that right now.
Clemson versus Iowa.
That's going to be the ugliest game of the tournament.
I know. I'm picking Clemson.
Hammer the under.
I'm picking Clemson.
Yeah, I'm going to be different. Give me Iowa. I don't trust the ACC.
Iowa has the best player. But I think Clemson wins rock fight. So I'm picking Clemson.
All right.
Let's go with 5 Vanderbilt versus 12 McNeese State. Not with Will Wade anymore.
Give me Vandy.
Dang, Vandy was coming in. You know, Vandy, the few tournaments they have, they usually lose in the first or second round. So this is probably a good first game for them. For Nebraska, going against 13 Troy for their first tournament win in program history.
Upset alert. Give me 13 Troy.
You're going Troy? Oh, what a party pooper. What a party pooper.
I'm not going to trust Nebraska to. Yes, I don't. I will never pick them to win a game until they prove to me they can.
That's fair. I'm going with the Huskers. I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt. Going Nebraska. Not because I think they're good, just because I don't really know anything about Troy. Next is injury-prone North Carolina without their best player. Number 6, Carolina versus 11 VCU, who's coming in hot after winning the American Cup.
Upset alert again, VCU.
Me too. I got to agree with you on that one. I just can't pick UNC knowing that VCU's coming in hot. I watched them play championship against not Tulane. I'm drawing a blank. The American championship, not Dave. Wherever they played the American championship, they beat them pretty well. 3 Illinois versus 14 Penn.
Illinois.
Penn's got the old coach, Fran McCaffrey, Iowa's old coach, but he can't beat Illinois. We're going to go ahead and put 2 Houston over 15 Idaho for us, I'm assuming.
Yep.
And then we got 7 St. Mary's versus 10 Texas A&M.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. What?
7 St. Mary's versus 10 Texas A&M.
Give me St. Mary's.
I'm going to go with A&M. Why not? Bucky Ball. Give Bucky one win.
St. Mary's is good, man.
Oh, they are. I know. I think A&M can beat them in a 1-game setting, but in 5 games, probably not. All right, next round, you got Florida versus Iowa.
Florida.
And I got Florida versus Clemson, where I also got Florida. You got next round, I got Vandy, Nebraska. You got Vandy, Troy.
Vandy.
Vandy here as well. Then we both got VCU and Illinois.
Illinois.
I'm gonna go VCU. Upset alert. Upset alert.
Okay.
That's mine.
You got an 11 in the Sweet 16.
I do. I think Illinois is vulnerable game to game. They're way more talented, and Wagler's definitely one of the best players even in this whole region. But VCU, I think they can play good team defense and give Illinois some fits. I mean, Illinois was probably a better team than we were last year, and we beat them.
You're right.
All right, and then you got St. Mary's versus Houston. I got A&M versus
Houston.
Houston. All right.
Bullshit. They get to play in Houston from basically the Sweet Six. Well, they get to play Sweet 16 and Elite Eight, basically in home court setting. But
And they got that due to bracket semantics. So like they could
yeah,
have been a higher seed on a different thing, but it was all right. It was too many. I read the article and it's just like too many moving
yeah.
parts.
There's so much going on there, and I wanted to go off on that, but
Yeah.
my charging situation is not going well. I've got 8%.
All right, we'll go as fast as we can. All right, we got Florida versus Vandy, and you got Illinois versus Houston.
Florida.
Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go Florida. I really wanted to pick Vandy there, but I'm gonna go Florida. Who you got between Illinois and Houston?
Houston.
A national championship rematch in the Elite Eight. I have that too. Florida versus Houston, but I got Houston winning.
I got Florida winning.
All right, Florida. So you got Florida, Michigan State. I got Johns, Houston. All right, next one. We're gonna go speed round. They both have Arizona winning, I'm assuming. Next, we got
Yep.
Villanova and Utah State.
Utah State.
Yep, I agree. Utah State, they're good. Wisconsin, High Point,
Wisconsin.
and then Arkansas, Hawaii.
I'm gonna pick the Rainbow Warriors.
Good for you,
Come
dude.
on.
I wanted to, but I can't. I just can't. I want.
I'm gonna
so
be
bad,
wrong
though.
on that one.
Go Rainbow
But go
Warriors.
Rainbow Warriors.
Get us some Hawaii followers. Go Rainbow Warriors. Let's see. I did have Wisconsin. I got Arkansas, of course. Now we got BYU versus Texas or NC State.
Give me BYU versus either. AJ Tabonsa's a dog.
Yeah, agreed. Same here. Gonzaga versus Kennesaw State.
Zags.
And I'll go ahead and give us both Purdue over Queens, unless you want to pick Purdue to pull it all loss off again.
No, I'll take Purdue.
Yeah, right. Coming off Big Ten tournament champs. And Miami, Missouri.
Give me Miami.
Agreed. Miami. Jay Lucas. Got that thing rolling year one. All right, next.
Isn't it wild that another team, the team I was really going to go off on, how does 10th seed Missouri basically get home court advantage?
They got lucky there. I think it was another one of those pod issues where other SEC teams, like Kentucky, got first choice and they ended up getting St. Louis over Missouri. But
Right.
anyways.
All right, let's we got to rapid fire through
Yeah,
this.
that's what I'm saying. All right. Arizona, Utah State.
Arizona.
All right, let's go. Wisconsin. Yeah, Wisconsin, Hawaii. I got Wisconsin, Arkansas.
Well, if it's Hawaii, it's Wisconsin.
Correct. I got Arkansas beating Wisconsin. I like to think Wisconsin's a sleeper, but I just have Arkansas beating them with momentum. BYU versus the Zags.
Give me the Zags.
You got Zags. I got BYU. I think the bank's done Rob Wright can pull one more upset. Then Purdue versus Miami.
Purdue.
All right, Purdue. Same here. All right, you got Zona, Wisconsin, which has been a popular matchup in the brackets in years past, and Gonzaga and Purdue.
All right, so Gonzaga, Purdue. Give me Gonzaga.
Okay.
And the other one was what?
Arizona, Wisconsin.
I'm going to call an upset. Wisconsin.
Bucky with the upset. Shout out Big Cat. So you got Wisconsin, Zags going to the Final Four. Which one?
Ooh, man.
Sounded like Yoda. Going to the Final Four. Which one?
I think that's a close game.
Yeah.
But I feel like I trust the guards from Wisconsin more. I don't like making this pick, but give me the Badgers.
All right, you got the Badgers. I got the Zona beating Arkansas.
Did I really just put Wisconsin in the fucking Final Four?
You did, and you got to clip this and send to Big Cat. You're probably the only one.
Ugh.
I got Zona beating Arkansas, and I got Purdue beating BYU, and I got Zona beating Purdue. So you got Wisconsin, and I got Arizona. I think Tommy Lloyd gets over the hump. All right. Last week, we both got Michigan,
Yep.
and then Georgia versus St. Louis.
St. Louis.
Yeah, same here. Josh Jarrett's a good coach. 5 Texas Tech versus 12 Akron.
Give me Texas Tech, but barely.
That's my 5-12 upset, Akron. So Akron, Texas Tech. All right, next we got 4 Alabama versus Hofstra.
Bama.
Yeah, Bama's like Oates is almost guaranteed to win his first round game. Tennessee versus the winner of Miami, Ohio, and SMU.
Tennessee.
Yep, same. Virginia versus Wright State.
Virginia.
Kentucky versus Santa Clara. I got Virginia too.
This is going to be unpopular
Santa Clara.
with
There you
our
go.
fan base.
Yeah,
I'm not confident.
I'm
Give
picking
me
Kentucky.
Santa Clara.
I'm picking
Give me
Kentucky.
Santa Clara.
You can have Santa Clara and shove it up your ass. I'm just kidding, but I'm picking Kentucky.
I'm not going to root for it, but that's what my gut tells me.
And then we both got Iowa State. ISU. All right. Michigan versus St. Louis.
Yeah, give me Michigan.
All right. You got Texas Tech, Bama. I got Akron, Bama, and I'm going Bama.
Yeah, I'm going Bama.
Tennessee, UVA.
Virginia.
Yep. I think Virginia plays the way Tennessee likes to play, and they're better. They both play slow pace. And then you got Santa Clara, ISU. I got UK, ISU, and I got Iowa State.
Iowa State.
All right. And then we both have Virginia, Iowa State, Michigan, Bama.
So give me Michigan from the top
I agree.
top part of the bracket.
Michigan will overwhelm Alabama.
Man, give me Virginia.
You're going Virginia. And you know what? I've been beating the Iowa State drum on this podcast for a while, so I'm doing it again. Go Iowa State. Beat Virginia.
You're on the Cyclones hype train, buddy. I tell you that.
Until we play them. And then you got Michigan, UVA. I got Michigan, Iowa State, and I got Michigan.
I got Michigan.
All right. So your final 4 is Michigan, Wisconsin, Michigan State. Okay, Michigan. We're talking about Michigan, Michigan State, Wisconsin, and Florida. So you got 3 Big 10 teams in Florida. Michigan versus Wisconsin, Florida versus Michigan State. And my final 4 is St. John's versus Houston, and Arizona versus Michigan. So we didn't go all chalk, but
So I think Florida wins it all.
okay.
I'll go ahead and tell you that.
So you have Florida beating Michigan State.
I think we're going to see a Florida versus Michigan national championship.
Okay, Florida versus Michigan. All right. And you think Florida
Wins
and
it.
who gets MOP?
Alex Condon.
God, I hope you're wrong. I can't stand it. I hope you're wrong.
He's too good, man.
God, they can't win. Florida winning back-to-back. UConn winning back-to-back is just hell. But
Right.
all right, I got Zona beating Michigan, and I got Houston beating St. John's, and I got Houston redeeming themselves against Arizona and against Florida and winning the national championship.
Oh, okay.
Give me my boy, Kingston Flemings, as your MLP.
It's on the Cougar train.
Yeah.
On the Cougar train.
All right. So, got anything else for your phone dies?
No, I think that's it. I need to hop off here. I got 4%.
Sounds
So
good. Well, if we win both games, we'll do a tournament after the round of 32, maybe.
regardless, we'll have an episode whether we win or lose.
We'll have one
But
Friday or Saturday. For sure, Friday night or Saturday day. Depending on how we do.
yeah,
Not how we do, but like, how we're feeling.
yeah, get a State of the Union.
Good luck, Cats.
But,
We're rooting for you.
well, go Cats! It's March, baby.
Yeah. And you already picked us to lose to Santa Clara? What's the final score?
I mean, I'm going in with low expectations, so hopefully they're exceeded.
Kentucky, 82. Santa Clara, 74. We win by 8. And Aberdeen, MVP. There we go.
I'm gonna go Santa Clara on a buzzer beater. We lose in heartbreaking fashion.
That'd be the way to go after.
81-80.
All right. Hope you're wrong.
I hope I'm wrong too.
Well, good talking to you.
Well,
Best time
go
of the year.
Cats, go Krogering.
Go Cats, go Krugring.
We'll talk to y'all later.
Yes, sir. Good show.
See ya.